Around the primary road network leading to the communities and possibly connecting to other developments are scenic corridors of 60 feet width on both sides of the road, with landscape plantings, trees and bicycle and pedestrian paths. Conceptual sections along this corridor indicate the right-of-way and the scenic green 60-feet area on both sides of the road, with undulating berms and meandering bicycle paths. An important feature of our plan is to create an interconnected system of greenways, with rest stops at culminating points along the axis. This greenway trail will continue even along the west side flowway, creating a unique experience for its users. The interconnected network of pedestrian and bicycle paved and unpaved trails will allow more than 20 miles of scenic walkable areas, in addition to the internal sidewalks of individual neighborhoods. Village greens, town squares, community parks and recreation areas will further enhance the quality of the neighborhoods. As previously mentioned, our adjoining developments will have centers with employment, educational, civic and commercial uses. To complement these future neighboring town centers, on our site, mixed-use centers with multi-family residences are proposed near areas of frequent commute as well as near the regional park. The locations of these centers are determined by the feasibilities to attract the maximum influx of residents and neighbors and become lively public areas. The Southern Mixed-Use Center will have areas for commercial, civic and multi-family residential uses. The center near the regional park will also have higher density with public spaces. The intent is for our town centers and mixed-use centers to form a series of connected activity hubs with those of neighboring proposed communities. Besides our green spaces, commercial centers and residential areas, institutional additions will also be made. Along with the existing elementary, middle and high schools, 2 new school sites for elementary schools are proposed, as well as areas for designated civic use. The open spaces of the plan will include not just green vegetated areas, but also an interconnected functional waterway system. These waterways will include canoe trails. Public canoe trails from the launch and pickup areas near the regional park up to the nature center and rest stops will span several miles. In addition, the stocked fishing lake proposed in the nature center will also allow boating and fishing in a quiet, relaxed setting. And finally, after a careful synthesis of greenways, waterways, environmental and community features become part of a cohesive system. The master planning of Indian Trails Grove takes into account the fact that a project of this scale and size has several commitments to fulfill to its future residents, to its neighbors, and to the region as a whole. Scenic and functional open spaces, regional environmental features, rural character, a mix and variety of housing types, enhancement of the surroundings by balancing and supplementing amenities, and sustainability and stewardship. All these aspects and expectations are part of our design goals. We hope to build a series of communities that are surrounded and enhanced by beautiful, varied open spaces, enchanting greenways and waterways, help restore the wetlands through its flowway and provides learning grounds through its trails and nature center, augment the rural ambience of its surroundings, provide varied housing types and create a mix of uses and farms with lively urban spaces and neighborhoods nestled within Syrian landscapes. And, above all, create communities that are sustainable, user-friendly, and encourage its residents to act as stewards of the land. Most of all, with its location close to one of South Florida's world-renowned natural landscapes, it gives the opportunity of a unique place to call home.